The good news also is that when women do invest, they get 2 thumbs up. By whom? My ex-boyfriend, Mr. Warren Buffett. Well, he's many years older than I am. Okay, so when women do invest, they do get 2 thumbs up by Warren Buffett. Now, have you read this book before? He said, this book talks about Warren Buffett invests like a girl. And in his book, I'm not selling his book, okay? I'm just telling you this is an interesting book. I think every girl should go and get this book and read it. Because he's saying that to be a good investor, it wasn't written by him, it's written by someone else, but it talks about how Warren Buffett is a very successful investor because of some traits that women have. One is that women trade less than men. It depends on, Warren Buffett does not believe in trading. He believes in investing, and he's a long-term investor. He says that when he invests, he'll invest as if the stock market will close for the next 10 years. And I, too, tend to follow suit. If I do trade, I allocate a certain amount of my money to trade. It's called play money. And I'm willing to lose that play money. Okay? So he's saying that women trade less than men. Women exhibit less overconfidence. Now, overconfidence is a psychological, financial behavior that can cause you to have losses in your investments because you're overconfident, you're just making those decisions which may not be right. You're overconfident about events, you're overconfident about situations in the investing world. And he also said that women learn from their mistakes, they're willing to admit their mistakes and they learn from them. They spend time on the details. Now that is good and bad because when sometimes women spend too much time on details, they don't make the decisions. Whereas men do make decisions because they're confident. They don't even want to let you know that they don't know. So they just make that decision, and so overconfidence can be good and bad. Spending too much time on details can be good and bad. So take that in moderation. But that's what this book is talking about. They're less immune to peer pressure. Women will make the same decision, regardless of who's watching them. Men are very much in a peer pressure, or like, okay, you do this, I also want to do. Women are less detached when it comes to that, as far as peer pressure is concerned, and they take less extreme risks. Now, again, if you take no risks, which a lot of women prefer not to, because they're not so confident. They get a little bit lost when it comes to looking at numbers, looking at investment data, or anything to do with retirement. So they take less extreme risks, in this case, leading to better performance of their investments. This is as far as the book is concerned. And they earn more consistent. The word is consistency. They earn consistent long-term returns. Trading gives you quick profits. It can also give you quick losses. So it really depends on what you want to do. My philosophy is always, like I said, asset allocate a certain amount, call it play money. My serious money goes into long-term investing. So that's the good news. So I'm going to, after, women are like that. I'm also a woman. You just sayang them a bit, and then after that, then you give them all the bad news. So you feel good already, right? We are all emotional beings, the women. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about some experience and behaviors amongst women and what we can do about them. I can't spend a lot of time here today, this morning, but I'm going to just talk about a few habits, financial habits, a few financial habits that we should think about changing so that we can manage and take charge of our financial lives and avoid some of those risks that Amelia has said. We love retail therapy, except me, because I'm a licensed financial planner. I don't shop. I remember I went for a trip once, and someone said this to me. Because everybody was shopping, I was just like looking, and then someone said, God gave money to the wrong person. God should be giving money to me. No, I don't like to shop. I only shop when it's necessary. So when it comes to shopping, I put on the man's hat. I only shop what's necessary. And by the way, I'm not just a licensed financial planner. I'm a licensed financial planner from Penang. Who's from Penang? I know one here. Well, you know what the Penang Nights are, right? One day I'm going to write a book about Penang Nights. And in my book, I actually thank the Penang Nights for helping me to adopt this wonderful behavior called kiam siap. Kedekut. Stingy. Okay, so retail therapy is the act of shopping and spending to improve our mood. It's also a mini spa. It's for entertainment. It's to network. It's to cope from stress. And whenever, anytime, you're happy, not happy, sad, not sad, you go shopping. Yeah, shopping is, even some of our few members say, yes, that's me. And I remember doing a seminar. I do seminars, pre-retirement seminars for companies, and I was there once in Miri, and I talked about this concept called latte factor. If you have read some of Financial Snacks, it's called latte factor. Latte factor has got nothing to do with coffee. It's got to do with expenses that you have taken for granted unconsciously. For example, I signed up for 3 years gym because I want to save money. 3 years cheaper. But I only went for 3 months. True, right? All subscriptions that you have bought, and then after that, it just ends up in the newspaper, the old newspaper man, and then you sell for a couple of dollars. So those are latte factors, things that we have taken for granted, expenses we have taken for granted. So I talked about this during one of my seminars, and I said, what is your latte factor? We have to, we cannot calculate today, but in those seminars, we calculate the latte factors over and compound it. What's the opportunity cost if you have put that money aside? Okay, the ladies, if you think I'm attacking you too much, I'll tell the men. One of the latte factors for men is smoking, drinking, alcohol, right? Not that women don't, but they do a lot more of that. So her latte factor is handbags. She spends 30,000 on handbags every year. And I said, what do you do? And she says, I have to build a big cupboard just for that handbag. I said, what do you do with the handbags? You will look very ridiculous taking all those handbags with you. I'm assuming she's using all the handbags at one go lah. Because if not, then it's latte factor, right? And it's an addiction. Yes, latte factor. So what happened is, she says, no, I just open my cupboard, I look at the handbag, and then I close bang. Then I'm happy already. That's the latte factor that's happening. And she hardly uses the handbag because she says, sometimes in a hurry, just take the big, and then nowadays, and then, snatch thieves are safer. So that's what it is. So what can you do? What can women do if you suffer from retail therapy, except for me? Okay. Well, do other things. Exercise, declutter, talk to your friends, go have coffee, anything else except shop. Okay, or go shopping with me. I will prevent you from shopping. Sorry? Not nice, don't buy. Yes, yeah. Or just take a Penang night with you. That'll be fine. Carry less cash. Up to today, I carry very little cash. Okay. Plastic, my plastic has got these handcuffs on my wallet. Or if you have a problem with plastic, then don't take the plastic with you. Leave them at home. I have been so much in charge of my finances that, today I can afford to spend what I want to spend. But after a while, there is this button, that alert button, it's telling you, stop spending. But it takes a lot of practice. I started from very young. From the day I was born now. All right. I'm from Penang. Okay, so, use a 21-day list. What's a 21-day list? Yeah, you make immediate gratifications non-immediate. You see a nice handbag, and it's not necessary because got 30 other handbags in the cupboard, right? So what you do is you just have a list, write down write down the date first, then write the item, write the price, and then, as you go along, you just write. Then after 21 days, you revisit the one that has surpassed 3 weeks, and you ask yourself, do you still want it? Usually you don't, because it's usually quite immediate that you want it, or maybe it's because of friends, or, a recommendation. Nice, buy lah. So don't go shopping with friends. Okay, so a white window shopping, if you have a problem with that. But for me, window shopping is very cheap. because I don't buy, I just window shop. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Avoid friends who love to shop, okay? Now, avoid shopping when you're too sad, too happy, too hungry. Too hungry, everything looks... that's my problem. I like to eat. I'm from Penang also, I like to eat. So when I'm too hungry, everything else nice, so tick. Then I realized that after a while, I throw them away because they expired. I forgot about them. Yeah. So, or too happy. Too happy. Oh, today I must celebrate. Celebrate. I deserve it. Life is short. Or too sad. Yeah. Deserve it. Life is short. You see, my friend just went off and see God recently. So I better go and spend. So it's true, it can happen. Retail therapy, that's what retail therapy is about.